I have been calling this movie by the wrong name for years. 4 stars or better on Letterboxd, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, 2015. All right, right off the bat, I have to admit that I've been calling this movie Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, with commas and an Oxford comma. But it turns out it's Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. So I'm an idiot. Now, I've also been told I shouldn't start off my videos by saying I'm an idiot because it undermines any authority that I might have for the rest of the video. But I promise you this movie is good. Let me tell you about it. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl tells the story of a kid who's in high school, living a pretty nondescript high school life, avoiding falling into any one group of friends, but also staying on good terms with all the types of people in high school. And one day, his mom gets word that a girl that he grew up with has been diagnosed with leukemia. And his mom insists that he goes and stops by. So Greg, the high school boy, reluctantly goes over to Rachel's house and tries to be her friend. She has no interest in hanging out with him, but he insists that they hang out so he doesn't get in trouble with his mom. They do hang out a little bit, and a friendship starts to blossom. And as their friendship grows, Greg introduces Rachel to Earl. Earl is Greg's friend since they were little kids. And so now we have three friends, Earl and Greg and Rachel. Earl lets slip. He doesn't even let slip. He intentionally tells Rachel that Greg and Earl make movies, and he shows Rachel some of the movies. Now, that upsets Greg because he doesn't want anybody to see the movies, but Rachel is undergoing chemo, and the movies are comforting to her. Greg attempts to make a movie specifically for her. I think discovering this movie and the story behind this movie, or the story of this movie, is important to the viewer, so I'm just going to leave my summary there for now and encourage you to go watch it and enjoy it. It's got a great cast. The score is awesome in this one. The cinematography is really good. They do a lot of creative things with the camera, and I think that's what makes it special. The other thing that makes it special is the art design on this one. Really great use of colors and patterns, and then artistic things. There's some stop motion in this. Really a lot of things coming together to make an artistic movie that is also just really a coming of age type story. Coming of age stories tend to be great feeding grounds for directors to then later on go on to do other magnificent things in their careers. Like, I'm not looking for Martin Scorsese right now to go make a coming of age film, but I do think it's a good thing for our newer directors to go tell and do coming of age stories, because I feel like they do a great job with them, and it becomes this sort of avenue into their filmmaking career. The other reason I think you'll love this movie is because there's a little bit about it that is about the power of movies and the power of filmmaking. Now, if you watch my videos, there's a good chance that you came down this avenue either A, from some of my comedy, which there's not that much of a chance that you came my way that way, or B, through some of my other videos that were about filmmaking and film school and a love of cinema. And hopefully we have a shared love of cinema. And if we don't have a shared love of cinema, I hope watching some of these videos and then going and watching these movies gives you a shared love of cinema with me. I love the art and the act of making films to tell stories. And the key part to this movie is that Greg and Earl are making movies. Movies are how they bond and how they express themselves and how they react to the world around them. That is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. This is 4 stars better on Letterboxd. You can see all the other movies I've given at least 4 stars to on Letterboxd by clicking on the playlist. If you watch this movie, please come back to the video and leave a comment and let me know what you thought about the movie, because these movies mean a lot to me, but I do want to make sure that they are resonating with some other people, and I'm not just this crazy person alone talking into a mini microphone and wrong about all these movies.